Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Prasanna Angrish. I am Sergeant Arms for the club. I welcome you all to the Medley Toastmasters meeting 802. There are a few ground rules to be followed during the meeting. First, please turn off your mobiles or keep them on silent mode. I'll give you a few seconds. Second, do not talk about sex, religion or politics during the meeting. Toastmasters International is a century-old organization helping its members to grow in the area of public speaking and leadership skills. As per the mission of Toastmasters, we provide a positive and supportive learning experience in which members are empowered to grow their public speaking and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Without further ado, I would like to call a person who will take the meeting forward. She is a doctor by profession, a teacher and mother of 2 kids. Let's welcome our President Toastmaster Prada.
Thank you SAA, Prasanna Venkatesh, for setting the stage for today's meeting. A very good afternoon and welcome you all to the Medley meeting. With the sound of this invisible gavel, I declare Medley meeting number 802. I would like to recognize the dignitaries who have joined today's meeting. Distinguished Toastmaster V.N. Subramanian, the Charter President of Medley Toastmasters. Distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Saurirajan, the Charter Member and Past President of Medley Toastmasters. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundarraman Chintamani, Past President of Medley Toastmasters. Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham, Past President and PR Manager of District 82. Toastmaster Dinakaran, the Past President of Medley Toastmasters. Toastmaster Prasanna Past Immediate Past President and Area Director of 63. Welcome and thank you for joining. I also welcome few guests who have joined today. Ms. Khadija and Mr. Shiva. Welcome. Thank you for joining today's meeting. World Students Day. Any idea when and why?
Must be a Sunday.
Okay. So we are going to celebrate World Students Day the next 3 days on October 13th in commemoration of the birthday of 11th President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He is considered as one of the greatest minds in the history. Though he is a notable person not only as a prominent scientist but also a great leader in India. At a student level, he was a very average student, but he had the curiosity and passion for learning, and that led him to study aeronautic engineer, and he became one of the successful scientists in the world. He is the only scientist who served as the President of India, and he is the 3rd President of India who received the highest civilian award, Bharat Ratna, next to Dr. Radhakrishnan and Dr. Zakir Hussain. He is loved by many of us because of his remarkable leadership qualities. I would like to share with you some of the leadership qualities of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. 1. A visionary clarity. Dr. Kalam had a clear single vision of transforming our nation, India, into a developed country. And he utilized technology and innovation as the device to bring out his vision. He tried to inspire his entire team towards his goal and vision and motivated his team members towards his goal. Second is the courage that he had in taking decisions. He was fearless in taking decisions, especially when he has to sign the profit bill. That before signing, he sent back it to the parliament asking for clarity in the code and ethics. He was very clear. He was not taken away by the common opinion that prevailed. Rather, he had the conscience to and kept the nation in the lead before taking any decision. Third thing is the success failure management. He was able to acknowledge both success and failure with the same grace. Like his boss, Satish Dhawan, when there was success, he gave the credit to his team members, and when there was a failure, he took the accountability, and then he also took it as an opportunity for his development. Fourth thing is the transparency in the communication. He was very clear, transparent in communicating the things to his team members, and he was also ready to take up the inputs, ideas from each and every member of his team. The last one is the humble leadership. Dr. Kalam believed that for a genuine leader, authoritative leadership is not required. We can also be humble. He rather used his power in motivating, inspiring positively the lives of others. Dr. Kalam believed that students play a pivotal role in transforming India into a developed nation. And that is why for his contribution, the United Nations recognized his birthday as this World Students' Day, and it is followed since 2010. And the theme for 2024 World Students' Day is empowerment of students into leaders and inventors. Toastmasters is one platform that empowers not only students but each and everyone into a better leader and a communicator. For the benefits of this guest, Toastmaster International is an international educational non-profit organization that was started 100 years before by a person called Dr. Ralph C. Medley to transform a person into a better educator, better communicator and a leader. As said by our keynote speaker recently in a milestone meeting, this Toastmaster should be exposed to students in the schools and also in colleges. So I believe that Toastmasters plays a pivotal role in bringing out into reality the vision of Dr. Kalam, transforming India into a better nation. With these words, I would like to introduce a person who will take this meeting forward. He is a computer software engineer who is working for a company, TCS, for more than 25 years. And today he is holding the post of delivery leader. He is a very calm, cool person who is the past leader of Medley and who gave me the opportunity to kickstart my ex-com as a treasurer. He always finds happy traveling with his family and spending time with his family. So join me to welcome the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Reco.
Thank you, President, for the warm introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. How are you all doing? Hope you all had a great lunch.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So today's theme, any guesses? Eighth wonder. Yeah, we all know 7 wonders. Our media also shown that in the poster, like what are the 7 wonders. At least we came to know all the 7 wonders. Anybody can guess what is the 8th wonder, the theme of the day? Yeah. Compound interest. Okay. I didn't expect from the doctor. I thought it would come from France here. Sir, yeah. What is Corona? Something to do with Corona. Okay. People would have heard about Angkor Wat. Yeah. So this is Cambodia. It's a Buddhist temple. Somebody might think that could be the 8th wonder. Like I think in the online I was trying to search for some time. And it was mentioned that Cambodia, this Angkor Wat is the 8th wonder. It's recognized as the 8th wonder, though it is not officially declared. Is it the 8th wonder? I feel today I'm going to have it as more interactive. At least the TM module will be more interactive. It's more of like talking to each other and getting the data or information from here, not just I'm saying something. Yeah, so feel free to share, look through. Clue. Here are, see, it's here. It's existing here.
Power of innocence.
Power of inner self.
We starting the meeting on time despite all the
Okay. See, don't you think ourselves is an eighth wonder? The body of the human body is an eighth wonder.
Yes.
Don't you all think?
First wonder.
See, first wonder. See, once we are when the women become pregnant, like we develop ourselves as a small part within the body, and then we are given birth, and we develop, we grow, we learn to run, walk, read, educate ourselves. Physically we evolve, emotionally we evolve, culturally we evolve, and at the end of the day, if you look at it, we are all separate individuals. We are on our own, like having own qualities. Don't you think like we wouldn't find another Dinagaran anywhere in the world, another Messi or another TTM Sundaraman sir, right? Everybody is unique. We all have our own characters, our own positives, negatives, plus, minus, our own characteristics, what we like, what we don't like, right? So what about you, like the qualities we possess? Now leave out the qualities. What about the physical characteristics or physical things we talk about? I gathered some fun facts. So if you look at it, we secrete around 1 liter of saliva every day. If we take out our blood veins, it could be like 4 times equivalent to the equator of the earth. It could be 4 times of the equator of the earth. And we shell out 4 kgs of skin cells every year. 400 miles per hour, kilometer per hour, the thoughts travel. Once we send something, it travels within the body 400 kilometers per hour. And if we have a lot of doctors here, they can share some studies, whatever they have done about human body.
We are recollecting our classes.
Our nose can identify, recognize at least trillion different scents. Our heart pumps around 8,000 liters blood every day. And our kidney filters around 190 liters per day, liters of blood per day. And our eyes can differentiate more than 7 trillion colors. So look at the facts. Numbers are all amazing and we cannot even imagine that, right? So we are all wonders here in this world.
Agree.
And we blink our eyes at least 10 million times per year. And our nose and ear don't stop growing. All the time it grows. But we don't see that or we don't sense that. Our nose and ear never stops growing. When we actually by birth, we have around 300 bones in our body. With our growth and evolution, now the 300 bones are getting converted into 200 bones. It gets merged and all those things happen. We breathe around 20,000 times per day. We don't know, but this is all our body is taken care of, and this is how this wonder is happening in this world. At the end of the day, we are all individually unique, separate, right? So don't we all think our eighth wonder? We are all our eighth wonders. But I don't think so. There is a reason for it. Okay. Now, just to introduce the meeting procedures, we normally have 3 sections: prepared speeches given by the Toastmasters. There are certain pathways, the way they prepare the speeches. So we'll have the prepared speeches, and we will have an evaluation team, and we'll also have the table topics of the regular proceedings. Today we have the 4th one. This is actually the business session towards the end of the meeting. With this, I will hand it over to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Anuradha, to introduce the evaluation session. Toastmaster Anuradha is the other doctor here in Medley, and she works as an assistant professor at the college, Balaji Medical College. Yeah, being a doctor, what do you feel about why our body is an eighth wonder, or why it is not an eighth wonder?
I think our body is a natural first wonder.
Okay.
Nobody can be like this.
Any fun facts that you can share?
Fun facts.
We got some of those fighting on this side. That's fine. Yeah. We just went over. Yeah.
It was like Viva question for me. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I am the general evaluator of today's meeting. As a general evaluator, I will be evaluating the entire session. I was evaluating the happenings before the meeting, and I will be doing during the meeting and at the end of the meeting, including timings, involvement of the members, performance of the role players, and then overall proceedings of today's meeting. Evaluation is one of the leadership qualities which we acquire in Toastmasters to improve ourselves and to help others to improve. We evaluate what we see and what we hear. At the end, I will be sharing my views about the positive aspect and areas for improvement for today's meeting. I have two teams to support me, qualitative team and quantitative team. Let me introduce my team members. First tag team. To do the timer role, we have a young, energetic new Toastmaster. He works as a senior software engineer and designer, software engineering and design private limited. He is a sports person who enjoys playing table tennis, carom and badminton. He also has a passion for traveling. Please join me in welcoming our timers for today's meeting. Toastmaster team, welcome.
Toastmasters and guests today. I hope everyone had a good meal today. So, how do these cards look for you? Yeah.
Graphics like.
Since this is a lunch meeting, so I see it as a mint sauce, and this as a mustard sauce, and obviously ketchup. Yeah. Okay, as a timer, I am responsible to note the time for prepared speeches, evaluation, and table topics. For prepared speeches, we have 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, I will show green card, and 6 minutes, I will show yellow card, and 7 minutes, I will show red card with a grace period of 30 seconds. And for table topics, for 1 minute, I will show green card, 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will show yellow card, and for 2 minutes, I will show red card with a grace period of 30 seconds. Sorry. For evaluation, I will show green card for 2 minutes, and yellow card for 2 minutes 30 seconds, and for red card for 3 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds.
To do the R-counter role, we have a young, energetic and passionate Toastmaster. He works as an associate software architect in an IT company. His hobby changes from time to time. Currently, his hobby is learning Indian history, and he is also our area contest chair. Please join me in welcoming our founder of today's meeting, Toastmaster Narendra.
Thank you for that nice introduction, G. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all had a great lunch. Today, I'll be playing the role of the R counter. As the R counter, I'll be keeping track of the filler words and the crutch words that are used by the speakers. Filler words are words that don't make any sense in the context of the speech and are used by the speakers while they are picking up the next stuff. Examples of some filler words are etc., but not restricted to just these. Crutch words are words that are used repeatedly by the speakers. They can be anything. Different speakers have different go-to words. Some of the commonly used crutch words are so, therefore, that means, this means, and so on. Avoiding filler words and crutch words helps speakers improve the quality of their speech. And towards the end of the meeting, I will come back with the R counter report. In this report, I will present the speakers who had clear speech, that is speakers who did not use any crutch words or filler words. And also, I will be presenting the crutch words and the filler words that were used by different speakers if they did use it. So, I'll be seeing you all again. Over to you.
She is a software engineer by profession, currently serving as a director of HR and admin in a startup company. She loves reading and she is passionate about Chennai city and its history. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Amrita.
I'll be a grammarian for this meeting today. As a grammarian, it is my job to notice the usage of the English language by all the speakers. I'll be looking for good phrases, quotes, sayings, thoughts, metaphors, etc. And I'll be making note of any incorrect usage of language and mentioning the same again. As the grammarian, I also need to introduce to you the word of the day. I chose a simple word, adapt, as the word of the day today, A-D-A-P-T. The meaning of the word is to become familiar with a new situation and to change your behavior. So some of the examples, the students quickly adapted to the new curriculum. The whole world adapted to the new way of life during the COVID pandemic. And Medley Toastmasters adapted to the changing situation today very well. So I chose this simple word so that I can highlight the difference between the word adapt and the word adopt. So two similar words sounding very similar, but the meaning is very different. Adapt is A-D-O-P-T and it means it is used when something is taken over, chosen, accepted or approved as a choice. For example, our company adopted a work from home policy during COVID. The police department adopted zero tolerance policy towards corruption. So because people make sometimes by mistake use these words in a different way, I just wanted to highlight this word. So the word of the today will be adapt, and I will encourage all the users, all the speakers to use this word, and I will speak the grammarian report at the end of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Okay, I'll be back again after the speech with my evaluation team. Over to team Modi.
Yeah, so we spoke about different facts of our wonder, what we have in our life. Our heart, mainly if we talk about heart, our heart beat at least 3 billion times during our lifespan. Our average lifespan is around 70, beats around 3 billion times. Our heart can operate at least for 2 to 3 minutes without the help of oxygen. If you take out your heart and put it outside, it can live without oxygen, without any other support for 2 to 3 minutes. But at the end of the day, we spoke about all this, right? Well, be it your eyes, and be it your heart, hand, and nose, tongue, and all these things. This is all there, yes. It does wonderful functions, so much of help and so much of support, right, for our body. If we don't, our brain doesn't work. If we become brain dead, there is no use of all these organs. Right? So the brain is the master controller of everything. How do you feel? Whether you feel happy or sad, whether you should go to Toastmasters meeting or not. All these things, whether you sleep or you wake up, you do the job, everything is controlled by all the chemicals and then the electrical signals the brain receives from the way the brain operates. So I feel at least our brain is our eighth wonder. It's very, very critical for all our life. With that note, we'll get started with our prepared speeches for today. I'll first introduce Toastmaster Hema. May I ask the evaluator to read out the speech?
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. Toastmaster Hema, her pathway is presentation mastery, level 1, project speech with purpose, title better like what you get. Timer, please note, the time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best.
Thank you, Madam. Toastmaster Hema is a physiotherapist. What about? Okay. So whether my brain is working or not,
No, I felt.
she is a physiotherapist. She runs her own clinic. She is giving job for multiple people. And any fact, anything that you want to share about brain, the benefits of brain, and what do you think about the brain?
Brain, like if you just talk positive words, if you use the positive words, the patient comes to the pain. But the
patient is very negative. When the patient comes to the pain, he says, this is nothing, it will be fine, it's just okay, you can handle this issue. The more the patient can see the shift in the patient's mind. The same thing when you talk the negative words to the patient, you can shift the same negative thing to the patient the way he comes normally and he goes very abnormal. So that I always believe in and implement actively. I use only positive words. Thank you.
Better life what you like. Toastmaster Jama, better life what you like. Okay.
Have you all heard about the serial killer? Yes. What do you think about a serial killer? What comes to your mind? Psychopath. Psychopath. Psychoanalysts say that every single serial killer are the result of early childhood bad experiences following the trauma followed by that. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guest. Let me assure you, I am not a serial killer. I am very bad at cooking for my major part of my life since my childhood. Why was I like that? Well, it's a long story and a very sad story. Let me ask you one question. How many of you like eating food? Oh yes, everyone, I suppose. I have seen wrong question at the right spot. Many of you are enjoying food. I'm not supposed to ask this question. Next, how many of you like cooking food? Oh my God, many dumb ones. I'm not trying to demean you. The thing is, when I was in the 3rd grade, I used to make nice round chapatis to get appreciation from my father, who taught me how to make it. Perhaps he must have learned from his father. I was so naive, and people made me scapegoat of me, the chapati specialist. Soon news spread among the family without even WhatsApp. Whenever I visited them, they kept door ready for my roller coaster fun. Initially, I was super proud about myself. Slowly started hating because I'm unable to play with my cousins. Eventually, I developed an aversion towards chapati making and started hating cooking itself. This hatred haunted me for quite some time. I used to wonder why God had reserved me. This was such fate for me. Gradually, I developed the listening, talking, reading. I understood the lesson for myself on how to cope with such things. Learn to get, if you don't get what you like, learn to like what you get. If you do not get what you like, learn to get what you get. Then the college days happened, happy college days. Except for the horrible food, hostel food. 4 of my friends, we all gathered together, decided to move out of the hostel after eating horrible food. One of my friends, she was a good cook, I loved it. So the deal was, we all would share other activities, she only should cook. The crux of the story was, she finished her food in 1 hour. We continued to do our work a little longer than her. We cleaning the dishes, washing clothes, cutting vegetables even, sweeping, swabbing. I had learned my lesson earlier. I didn't mind doing all those things except cooking. I started liking these activities. Some went that way for more than 8 years because the same friend continued to stay with me. Then the question of marriage arose. What can a girl think of marriage? What can a girl dream of marriage? Switzerland, sunset marching, happiness ever after. I dreamt of marrying a husband who should be a Kingsburg, like Chef Tom. Later I learned the lesson, learned the story from him, from my husband. He dreamt of marrying to somebody who's Mallika Badanath as his wife. We both failed each other and realized that we are below average students when it comes to culinary skills. I started liking us for what we are, were. The silver lining of this, we both hated cooking. We started adapting to the situation. We were able to cope with the things. We were sailing through life smoothly without much frustration. Then, we are done. My two little angels, my twin daughters, Ashika and Rika. Cooking became more of a supply, meeting demand. When the twin tummies complied, the studio music started. I rushed to the kitchen, forgetting my feeling towards the cooking. As they grew up, the demand for the variety made me enhance my cooking skill by harnessing Google and few recipe books, collecting information from friends, my mother. It didn't matter whether I liked it or not. The cooking has transformed from its earlier evil status to favorite and likable one. Good afternoon once again, my friends. I have learned this lesson from my kitchen. I used to apply everywhere in my life. It will be surely useful to you too. You must haven't been exposed to all this unsavory experiences. You might take this as a lesson. It will come your aid in future. If you do not get what you like, learn to like what you get. Bon appetit. Over to you.
Better like what your game says today. Okay, our next speaker is Toastmaster recognition. Evaluator, could you read out the speech purpose?
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, Toastmaster Venkatesan is delivering a speech on presentation mastery, the same project which the previous speaker did, which is writing a speech with purpose. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Timer, please note time is 5 to 7 minutes. Wishing you good luck, Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Venkatesan is an auditor, long timer in Medley and very enthusiastic participator in activity. Any fact, any interesting story about brains that you would like to share? Toastmaster Venkatesan. How is your brain working now?
No, my colleagues used to tell me that you are a photographer. Even my schoolmates, school alumni, they were talking about that. We are talking about 600 something like degrees, masters, teachers, how to come to class in the colleges. But I think what a very good photography. According to me, brain is.
Please face this side and talk a little more.
Yeah, brain. You can acquire
Photographic memory, yeah, brain plays a key role in developing memory and maintaining memory. Toastmaster Venkatesan giving a speech on the topic, what is the purpose of life? Toastmaster Venkatesan. Toastmaster Venkatesan, what is the purpose of life? Only.
What is the purpose of life? I'm asking questions. Is it souvenirs, photographics, trophies, degrees?
Eat well, sleep well.
To be happy.
Okay. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi is popularly known as Mahatma Gandhi. During independence, first he made the alignment and the salt march in 1930 and repeated movement in 1945. Mahatma Gandhi legacy inspired the civil rights and forces all over the world, and now they use the Mahatma Gandhi legacies. They are following the legacy. The second person is Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, for his apartheid activities in South Africa. He was the first black president elected fully representative by South African country. He left the legacy of anti-apartheid activities, fostering
reconciliation. According to me, money is a medium of exchange. You can exchange money with a group of numbers nowadays. Money will give you confidence for you. Money is not a legacy for me. We will compare with someone else, either good or bad. Legacy means they should have, instead of one of the richest person in the world is Mr. Howard Hughes. He was the richest person. He died in eccentric paranoid house. But his richness concluded. He could have done more help with a lot of poor people to change their life, but he never did that. Once you are living in this world, leave only your legacy as, but some big business person, they won't make great investments, but they share their experience, time, and how they have become as a rich person. That is called a legacy. What we used to think that having a Rolex watch, driving a Mercedes Benz, we are thinking that is a rich and other things. But richness will not give an example for the younger generations. Normally, we should give a worthwhile legacy to the younger generation. According to me, once you have money, first help your family, and with the excess money you can help the society. It should continue on. Richness and money will not help others. The legacy you should pass into the next generation. After hearing my speech, what do you think about the importance of life? I'm asking the audience. Yes, right. But we used to compare, and we are not teaching the good things to our younger generation. Nowadays, we should the moral values, how to keep the time management. We should teach all these things. These legacies are important, and we should guide them to give more respect to the elder people. Nowadays, they are not doing it. That is why our legacy is very important. Everybody, what is your legacy?
Okay, timer, could you call out the qualified speakers?
Yeah, speaker one must
qualified. Okay. Now I think we'll move on to the next session. Before we move on to the table topics. Okay, so we have gone through the different facts, and we understood why brain is so important, and how do we make sure that we are taking care of brain well. How do we take care of the brain well? What are the things that we have to do? Right? So to answer that, we will follow the session further. Before that, now we will move on with the table topics master, Priyadashini, Toastmaster Priyadashini. Toastmaster Priyadashini works in the software world. She's actually in the data processing side. And Toastmaster Priyadashini, what do you think the wellness and careness in terms of brain, what you can do to take care of it?
Wellness and careness of brain should have proper rest, because our brain is working nowadays 24/7. Even when night or morning we think something or the other, so give some rest so that it can work more better.
That's a wonderful. That's the first and foremost thing. You need to sleep enough on a daily basis. At least 7 hours of sleep is needed for your brain to work well. With that, I'll hand it over to the team master.
So good evening everyone. I'm Priyadashini. So the purpose of the table topic master is to facilitate the table topics where both the guests as well as the members can practice their impromptu speeches. So there will be a topic given, I'll call a person, so then you can make at least a speech for at least 2 minutes. Okay? So let me call first person. Before that, I'll just say the topic and then I'll call the person. The lone wolf dies, but the pack survives. For this, I would like to call distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Saurirajan. So the topic is distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Saurirajan. Lone wolf dies, but the pack survives. The lone wolf dies, but the pack survives. Distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Saurirajan.
I don't know why he talked about me after telling something about wolf. There must be some background. Let me not disappoint you. Okay. This is a very famous saying. Individuals can be sacrificed. Individuals go away, disappear. But if the total system survives, that itself is a success. That is the meaning of this. This can be extended in anything. There is a very famous saying in an ancient language of India. It says, for the sake of a family, one can sacrifice. For the sake of a village, one family can sacrifice. For the sake of a country, one village can sacrifice. See the history, there are many examples of such things happening. For the sake of the family, one person sacrifices so that others will survive. Many times in natural disasters, they go out and they do it. So it is not unknown. Though the wolf is a slightly negative connotation, but the overall topic is more a positive connotation. An individual sacrifices for the sake of a group. Maybe in Toastmasters it doesn't happen. Because in Toastmasters nobody sacrifices. Everybody gains, everybody survives. But in most of the situations in the world, you will find there have to be some sacrifices so that the rest will survive, thrive and last longer.
Very impromptu, and the topic also came impromptu. It's nothing bad. Okay, I'll get to the next topic. A very small man can cast a very large shadow. So for this, I would call upon distinguished Toastmaster BNS. We are delighted to be here. So the topic is distinguished Toastmaster BNS. A very small man can cast a very large shadow. A very small man can cast a very large shadow. Young BNS.
Madam Topic Master, Reco Toastmasters, distinguished guests. Very small man can catch very big shadow. Gentlemen, ladies, Adolf Hitler, Napoleon Bonaparte, Alexander the Great, where are they? Where are they? What happened to them? Because they could not adapt to the situation, environment required at that time. They are all vanished. There are many animals are extinct, and there are many plants are extinct in nature. Why? Because they could not adapt to the new situation arising. The situation now is that we have to adapt to the situation required. Otherwise, we will also be extincted, and a small person can have a high shadow, but that shadow is illusional.
Thank you so much. Next topic. Fear cuts deeper than swords. I will call Toastmaster Pramod and friend. Toastmaster Pramod, fear cuts deeper than swords. Fear cuts deeper than swords. Toastmaster Pramod.
Thank you, David Toastmaster. Fear is something which every one of us faces at some point or the other. Some people say that it is false expectation appearing real. But when we face our fears, it doesn't really feel like it is false. For example, when I see a dog looking at me, I am absolutely certain that it is ready to attack me. The dog looking at me thinks that I am there to challenge the dog, that I am there to scare the dog. We both are afraid of each other, and because there is a dog in the middle of the road, I am not able to cross the road. And imagine if it's dark, it becomes even more difficult to cross the road because I hear dogs growling from all directions. I don't know where the dogs are, and for all I know, they can see me. But I know that nobody is going to challenge me with the sword because we live in an age of guns. So, to be honest, I feel that fear is an actual challenge which I would face rather than swords. What do you think, David Toastmaster?
The next topic. A mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone. I will call distinguished Toastmaster Thomas. Thomas, a mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone. A mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone.
Thank you very much. What a brilliant mind that thinks of books and mind in this place. I came early, as is my habit, as is my practice, as is my curse. But here it was not a curse. I went through these books. First I saw the colors, the varieties, because it's also part of the mind to be swayed by the senses. Then I saw a book, I must tell you this. I know about Homo sapiens. This is the next version of that. I never knew a book like this existed. Problem is, I have not visited a bookstore for a long, long time. And that keeps me rich. That's another matter. So, today, for example, table topics. I must give this advice to those who are scared about the fear part of it. Read more, experience your life more, observe more. You can come here and perform. Therefore, books are the source of knowledge, encouragement, imagination, vision for future, all this. Imagine this sheets of paper worth how much to the printer, carries so much wealth in them. And of course, thanks to the artists, they are packaged well, there are designs to make it enticing, but ultimately, those ordinary, frugal, inexpensive sheets of paper with no texture, many of them, they carry what can change lives. That to me In fact, I do work, I'm very happy I do work with school children, ordinary children from underprivileged families. But how a school can change a child, I am a very, very happy witness. Therefore, I still have time. Therefore, this is only the beginning. To conclude, as it were, I'm so happy that you chose, that means you visualized it somewhere. So credit you once again for that. This is a good lesson for the masters, the TT masters, the other half for all of us who come here and get tortured by the TT masters.
The next topic, fire cannot kill a dragon. I will call Toastmaster Google onto the stage. Toastmaster Google, fire cannot kill a dragon. Fire cannot kill a dragon. Toastmaster Google.
Thank you for the opportunity. Honestly, I have no idea about what this means. So anyway, fire cannot kill a dragon. Any clue which direction?
Because dragon spells fire, so that fire cannot
kill itself. So the words which we saw. Sorry, can I go for that?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'll give up.
Okay, we are going to leave the world better than we found it. We are going to leave the world better than we found it.
We are going to leave the world better than we found it. Yeah. How many of you agree with this statement? See, there are enough grip of them. We are destroying the world, pollution, industrialization, or the unawareness of the influence that we make to the society. But I don't think so. We are definitely going to leave the world, and we are going to leave a better world for the next generation because of the advancements we have done. Advancements we done in technology, the understanding of the livelihood of the humanitarian, how many charities we are seeing. Like, no, definitely the world is traveling in the right direction, and we are definitely going to be passing away a very good world to the next generation in terms of a clean environment or a better technology oriented thing or a better life. So, for example, like, no, artificial intelligence, is it really going to take away our jobs? No, definitely. It's going to create more jobs with the advanced skills. So that way, any technology advancements has moved us for betterment, and that's the world we are going to live with our children.
Thank you. The next topic. A lion doesn't concern himself with opinions of sheep. I would like to call distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman, a lion doesn't concern himself with opinions of sheep. A lion doesn't concern himself with opinions of sheep. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman.
So when I entered this restaurant for the first time, how many of you have come here for the first time? So many. So like you, I have also come here for the first time. And when I could see so many figures of the writers, I could immediately think of my own favorite author called Sujata. Sujata is a popular, multifaceted person. He is a writer, director, producer, story, poem writer. He has got multiple, apart from his own profession, he has worked in a public sector as a general manager. And once when he went to a college and to talk about the powers, as mentioned by our TMOD, the powers of the brain, he asked a question. So the brain has got some selective memory, so it will not retain all the information that it receives. So just to prove that statement, he asked one of the students, Kalai, what did you eat today morning? She said, idli. Okay, last Thursday, what did you eat? She said, idli. Okay, 3 months back, on 1st of August, what did you eat? She said, idli. Because idli is her staple food. She is from a below poverty line, and every day she eats idli. And he was totally disappointed. He thought that the student will give a different answer, and he will say that whatever we eat today, we can remember, our brain can remember, but we cannot remember all the facts and figures. So this is when, and then he was taken aback, but that he never gave up. So though he is not a good orator, he continued his journey as a great author, and he continued as a great scientist, and he also contributed to the transformation of the country's larger cause. Like he was instrumental in designing the electronic voting machine. He played a pivotal role. So I think with that I will conclude.
Next topic. Death is so final, yet life is full of possibilities. I would like to call Toastmaster Sri J. Anand in the front. Toastmaster Sri J. Anand. Death is so final, but yet life is full of possibilities. Death is so final, yet life is full of possibilities. Toastmaster Sri J. Anand.
Good afternoon all, and death is the final stage of life, but before that we have roughly more than 50 to 70 years of possibilities in every way of life, so which you can lead your expectations or experiences that you want, which you can fulfill your thoughts, your experiences, or your ambitions and ambitious stuff in any way, or any possibilities, any inventions, or any scientific research you have to do, or literary works. In any way you can explore the life that you like to lead, and don't think about death. Let that come whenever it wants, or focus on your possibilities and grow all the way around and make the world more useful for yourself and for the others. Thank you.
Next topic. We don't get to choose whom we love. I would like to call Toastmaster Vijay. Toastmaster Vijay, we don't get to choose whom we love. We don't get to choose whom we love. Toastmaster Vijay.
Adapt table topic master with adapted lot of intellectual topics. Speakers have given messages which has to be adopted in life. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Our table topic master has given me a topic. I don't know why she has given me. It wasn't me for that topic. But there is a relevance actually. Actually, for a long time, I was thinking I should have got an intellectual companion, intellectual wife. So that deficit was out there in my life for a long time. But after a very long time, I understood one thing. First thing, intellectual people don't like me. And many times it is not something what we like that has to happen. Something that's suitable for us. That matters the most. That is what I understood. So it is somebody will, all over the world, somebody will love you the most. And many, if at all you find somewhere that you are not being loved, it is only thing is that you have not recognized someone who is really loving you. But the reality is, somebody is always loving you around you. So what's your topic? Okay, I think I got your topic. So always when it comes to love is something, forgiving, and love is something you don't expect. When you don't expect, you can feel the love within yourself, and when you start giving, that's absolute love. I'm waiting for the tomato ketchup. Still tomato ketchup is not available. Okay, I will leave it to you.
The next topic, winter is coming.
coming, we know what's coming with it. For that, I would like to call Toastmaster Pradeep.
Winter.
Toastmaster Pradeep. The winter is coming. We know what's coming. The winter is coming. We know what's coming with it. Toastmaster Pradeep.
Thank you. The winter is coming, what TD has given the topic, and it's always a surprise. It's always kind of happiness which comes in the winter. It's not about the climate, it's all about the situations, it's all about the moments what we are getting in the winter. Not is the kind of winter what I'm talking about climate. I'm talking about the present day when we spend the time with your families, with your colleagues, with your friends, and the moment what you regenerate yourself when you think about that moment. It's all about the memories and the brain what Sir was talking about, how it work on that moment, positivity what he's talking about, and special point is that always you have a special occasion on that time where you want to adapt that occasions every year, every time, and the best part again, the best part of this is that always wait for the winter so that you can get again that same number of happiness in next year. Thank you so much for that.
The next topic, freedom means making your own choices. So I would like to call guest Gadita and Trey. Guest Gadita, freedom means making your own choices. Freedom means making your own choices. Guest Gadita. 12th of October and 2 in the afternoon. I had the freedom of lazing around in my house and just sleeping throughout the day. But then I made the choice to come here and attend this meeting. Well, I am a guest here, but then I had the freedom of just doing nothing, like all of us do. All of us chose to be here, and there is this thing, this beautiful thing about life that gives you this choice of free will. That is what makes us human, right? That you have this free will to do what you like, to do what you want at any time. But then there is this thing called an opportunity cost. You have to think what you're going to miss out on. Am I going to miss out on all of the sleep I'm going to get? Am I going to miss out on all of the shows I could have binge watched on Netflix? Or am I going to miss out on making great connections that I would have in fact found here? Right? Okay, yeah. Sorry for that. But anyway, yeah. So like I was saying, lost my train of thought. The freedom to think about anything that passes through your mind. I like the eighth wonder here today, right? But anyway, sorry, what was the topic? I completely got thrown off.
Freedom means making your own choices.
Right. Yes. So yeah. So I made the choice to be here and to meet all of you, and it's been wonderful meeting you folks, and it's been great. Thank you. The last topic for the day. If there are gods, why is the world so full of pain and injustice? Whom shall I call? Toastmaster Dinesh. So Toastmaster Dinesh, if there are gods, why is the world so full of pain and injustice? If there are gods, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you, David the Big Master. The last topic seems to be a very, very heavy one, particularly given to me. So, but this is a question that many of us have. If there are so many gods, why are there so many pains and all? But certainly, I don't have a concrete answer to it. But what we can say is that only if there are possibilities of where we are facing so many difficulties, and finally we bounce over it, and this is where God comes to us and shines about it. So perhaps I would say that perhaps I would say that it's not a, it's a pretty heavy topic, so you cannot say anything controversial, and sometimes, but still I would say that no matter which God you pray to God, whichever God you like very much, because it always gives a very positive feeling for you. That's what my parents would say, and we always have a feeling to it. What we always think is that when we pray to God that something good will happen to us, but what I feel is that personally it is something which is very inward and something which we cast upon others, and we try to please others, because we have to find the God in ourselves before we find that God could help us in some other way. So this is what I would say, that even though many good people, particularly they face a lot of hardships in their lives, I have seen, but eventually they come bounce back of it, and always life has been something of a balance. No matter how many hardships they put upon, there will always be something good which is coming back, which I have always seen in many great people. And thank you, and over to you, Tabletop Big Master.
Thank you so much for the session. I think this session will make us to adapt to the improv situations and improve to day-to-day life. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, TT Master, for that wonderful table session. Timer, could you call out the qualified table topic speakers?
Yes,
Could you raise your hand?
Table.
Can you repeat the names?
TTM Samad sir, 1 minute 40 seconds.
No, just the name. Qualified names.
Okay. TTM Samad sir, TTM VNS sir, TTM Pramod, TTM Thomas, Toastmaster Pugal, TTM Sundararaman sir, Toastmaster
One
CAR.
second. Who is doing the note?
Toastmaster Vijay Rajan, Toastmaster Pradeep, guest Kanita, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you, Diamond. With this, we are completing the table topic session. So before we move on to the next session, we all understood how our brain can help ourselves in adapting to the situation and how important the brain is, right? So how do we take care of this brain? Like, understanding the importance of the brain, it is very important that we take care of it. See, we have to follow the very basic things we normally follow. It's not a rocket science, very simple. As Toastmaster previously told, have a good sleep at least 6 to 7 hours per day. Have a good exercise on a daily basis, at least on a regular basis. Have a balanced diet, and improve your networking, improve your social networking, like friends, reach out to the family, reach out to people. And at the end of the day, spend quality time with your parents, friends and family. Now we will hand it over to the GE to take over forward for the next session.
Coming to the next session, evaluation. To evaluate the first speech, we have a passionate Toastmaster and outdoor chair of Medley for the current term, and he is a researcher and associate professor at the Central Leather Research Institute. Let us welcome Toastmaster Shampugave.
Good afternoon once again. Congratulations to Toastmaster Emma V for her speech, Better Life What We Get. The basic purpose was clear and supported by the speech style and the organization. According to this project, the following 3 points are important. 1. The members should deliver the well-organized speech. Toastmaster Hammer has fulfilled basic requirements, such as the speech should have the opening body and conclusion. In that case, the opening was with her childhood, and in case of the body, her college life, with friends and married life, and the conclusion, the end point was with her twin daughter. The second point, the speech may be humorous or informational or any style member chooses. The speech was humorous as well as informative. The third point, the speech, content and style should work together. Yes, it was work together. Yes, he has described from daughter and dad, college girl as a college girl with her friends, a married woman, husband and with her kids. The transition was good. In case of clarity, the spoken language was clear and easily understood. In case of vocal verity, she used tone, speed and warmth as well. Initially, she asked when he started the speech, asked question like how many people will eat the food, how many people know cooking food, like that. She has used physical gesture effectively. For example, making chapatis, cutting vegetables, washing cloth, like that. She has used effectively. Even though the speaker appeared comfortable with the audience, she couldn't be able to use the stage properly. Yes, she has adopted within this limited area. Overall, the speaker delivered a well-organized speech. All the best to the speaker for her future endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, evaluator. Next, to evaluate the second speech, we have a person who is a passionate Toastmaster and VP of Medley Toastmasters for this current term. She is a seasoned product coach, consultant and marketer with a wealth of experience working with Fortune 50 companies. Let us welcome Toastmaster Jayashree.
The purpose of life is not to be just happy, but to be honorable. Not just be successful, but to be compassionate. To not just exist, but to leave a legacy when you leave this world. That's precisely what Toastmaster Venkatesan delivered in his informational speech today. Kudos to you, sir, for establishing that general purpose of this speech, which is an informational speech about the purpose of life. Just like life, which has its duality too, this speech in itself has its own ups and downs. I want to speak about ups, the positives that I really loved in this speech. The very first one is the title. What is the purpose of life? It's a subjective one. It could vary from people to people. And with this title, Toastmaster Venkatesan was able to bring that curiosity in our minds to understand what is the answer for this question. Very neatly done. The second point here is, it was viewpoint storytelling technique. He tried to say his viewpoint of what is the purpose of life using two anecdotes, picking up from M.K. Gandhi as well as Nelson Mandela, plus also imbibe his viewpoint in between or what is the thought process on his side from about the purpose of life. That was neatly done. The third one I want to give to Toastmaster Venkatesan is the ability to adapt to the audience. The reason, when we first asked the question of what is the purpose of life, he barely got any answers. But then he was able to give few examples and then ask the same question, and that he got an answer from one of the audience and he was able to acknowledge that as well. Very neatly done. He was trying to engage with the audience at the beginning and he was able to successfully do that through his speech at the end. With these three ups that I see in the speech, have two specific recommendations which I want to improve that, which I want to see him improve in his speech. Number one is the purpose of the speech, though general purpose is very solid, the specific purpose of the speech was not very clear. The reason that I also see is, there are two anecdotes that have been said. What is Venkatesan's personal story in this speech? That has been added. That message would have been even more clearer. A personal touch would have highlighted the speech even more better. The second point that I want to highlight here is the structure of the speech by itself. The opening was able to add on with a good amount of questions. The conclusion I felt all of an abrupt ending, we just moved on. With his speech of a powerful anecdotal viewpoint storytelling, along with his ability to connect with the audience, that it really worked with. If he could work on establishing the personalized touch and the specific purpose of the speech, this will do justice to the specific project. Thanks, and back to you.
Now it's the time for the tag report. Let me call the timer, Toastmaster Deepan for this report. Elaborate report.
Good afternoon to everyone. Essay took 1 minute 30 seconds. Visiting officer took 7 minutes 15 seconds. Team Moody took 6 minutes. General evaluated 5 minutes. Toastmaster came out for prepared speech. Toastmaster came out took 6 minutes 17 seconds. And for table topics, TTM Sankalsar took 1 minute 40 seconds. TTM VNS took 1 minute 50 seconds. Toastmaster Pramod took 1 minute 18 seconds. TDM Thomas took 2 minutes 15 seconds. Toastmaster Pugal took 1 minute 8 seconds. TDM Sudaraman sir 1 minute 55 seconds. Toastmaster Srijay Anand took 1 minute 15 seconds. Toastmaster Vijay Rajan took 1 minute 56 seconds. Toastmaster Pradeep took 1 minute 15 seconds. Guest Khadija took 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster Dinesh took 1 minute 50 seconds. For the evaluation, Toastmaster Shanmugal took 2 minutes 40 seconds and Toastmaster Jayashree took 3 minutes 10 seconds.
Now let me call the accountant for the detailed report. Toastmaster Narendra.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So I'm here to present the output report now. Toastmaster Pravda used multiple R's. Toastmaster Dinakaran used 5 R's and used wonder and brain as clutch words. Toastmaster Anuradha used 2 R's. Toastmaster Deepan used 1 R and multiple R's. Toastmaster Amita used 1 R and 4 R's. Toastmaster Shanmugavel used 1 R. Toastmaster Hema used 1 and crutch and cooking and lesson as crutch words. Toastmaster Venkatesan used 1 R, 1 and used crutch words like and that used to. Toastmaster Priyadarshini clear speech. Distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Saurirajan did not use any R's and Ums but used sacrifice as a crutch word. Distinguished Toastmaster V.N. Subramanian clear speech. Toastmaster Pramod did not use any R's and Ums but used dogs as crutch word. Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas clear speech. Toastmaster Pugal used crutch words, used word as crutch word. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundararam Chintamani used 1 Toastmaster Srijay Anand used 2 Ums. Toastmaster Vijay Rajan used 2 Ums and crutch words like you know, so, something. Toastmaster Pradeep used 1 R and multiple Ums. Guest Khadija used 5 Ums and used words like thing and ya as crutch words. Toastmaster Dinesh used 1 R and multiple Ums and but as crutch word. Toastmaster Jayashree used 1 So that's my report, and I would encourage all of you to use R's and Ums as less as possible, even outside of Toastmasters, so that we can bring the practice in here as well. Thank you.
Now let me call Toastmaster Amrita for the grammar report.
First, a big round of applause for Toastmaster Vijay. I really wanted to bring out the difference between adapt, adopt, and adept, and he used all 3 of them in the same sentence. I was very happy. Thank you so much. The other people who used the word of the day, Toastmaster Hema, Toastmaster VNS sir, Toastmaster Vijay of course, Toastmaster Priya, and Toastmaster Joshi. Regarding good usage of words, interesting phrases, etc. Toastmaster Pravda used several things that she said about the APJ Abdul Kalam sir, of which I really love these: visionary clarity, success failure management, transparency in communication, and humble leadership. All of those are good taglines that anybody can remember for good values. Toastmaster Dinakaran used the human body as an eighth wonder, a nice new idea, and the phrase that everyone is unique, something that everybody can remember. Toastmaster used this phrase, I always use only positive words. I think that's very encouraging for everyone. She also used the words naive, scapegoat, haunted, and harnessing. And after that, we have all of the table topics were really nice quotes that are worth remembering in very interesting places. Toastmaster Thomas used books are the source of knowledge and encouragement with the word enticing. And Toastmaster Booker used humanitarian. Toastmaster Sundaraman sir used selective memory and pivotal. Toastmaster Shilji Anand used ambitious literary works. Toastmaster Vijay, apart from adapt, and adapt, used intellectual and forgiving. Guest Khadija, she used free will, opportunity cost. And lastly, Toastmaster Jayashri used honorable, compassionate, duality, and personal viewpoint. I have like a few instances of slightly incorrect usage that I wanted to highlight. One of the Toastmasters used reconciliation. I'm not sure if that's a word. I think what I meant was reconciliation. And the word richness was used not in its real meaning, but it was used instead of material wealth. Similarly, the winter is coming. I don't think that's correct. I think it's just winter is coming. And one of the Toastmasters said, if there are gods, I'm sorry, that's okay. In case of clarity, should be actually used as when it comes to clarity. In case of vocal variety, it should be used as when it comes to vocal variety. And then people to people, I think it should be varying from person to person, not plural. And even more better should actually be just even better. It's just I wanted to highlight it so that people can improve and not to point out anything. That's it for my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amrita. Coming to my general evaluator report, I appreciate the EXCOM for the well-planned lunch meet. So the President started planning immediately after the milestone meeting. We actually entered so many restaurants and finally ended here. But unfortunately, it became like this. So I appreciate the EXCOM. Then I extend my appreciation to all the members for adapting to this situation and be with us. Then meeting started on time at 2:50. We actually planned to start at 2:45, but due to this hall exchange, we started at 2:55. And presidential address was inspirational. And the theme 8th wonder, which created curiosity among members, and PM Modi also discussed it very interestingly. And speeches were very interesting and informative. TT was conducted very well by TT Master, Toastmaster Priya, with unique topics. Evaluations were wonderful, using sandwich technique, constructive feedback and recommendation, and excellent report by TAG team. And any other feedback as a member you want to add, so that it will help us to improve our further meetings. Yes, sir. Sampath sir, want to tell something?
Somebody is selling toilet coupons outside the gate. Please stop that first.
Okay. Thank you. Over to you.
Train is not always properly without AC. So there is a connection between AC and train.
Okay. Thank you, Ji, for the wonderful evaluation session. Do you vote for the best tag player? You can answer. And the evaluators, both are qualified.
Best speaker survey.
Best speaker survey is to be done.
Best speaker is only same as qualified speaker.
Oh.
For guest, I will give the paper.
evaluators, you can ask the poll. You can vote for the best evaluators. And finally, the role players, the TMOD, GE, and then the PT master. You can select the best role player for the day. Okay, friends, now we have all understood what is the eighth wonder. It's within us, so it's up to us. How do we take care of ourselves? Let us adapt all the basic qualities which is necessary to live a life better and take care of the eighth wonder. With this, I will hand it over to the presiding officer.
Thank you, Modi. How was today's meeting? I would like to apologize for the inconvenience that was caused because of the power fluctuation. 10 days before I and Anu visited this place and it was not like this, and even 3 days before I came here to finalize the menu, but unfortunately today it happens, and thank you for bearing with us, adapting to this worst situation. I would like to appreciate the first time role players, Toastmaster Deepan for doing the timer role. Please give him a round of applause. I wanted some of the guests to share your feedback. Any guests who wish to share your feedback about today's meeting? Yes, please. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Shamini. This is not my first Toastmasters meeting. I think the last Toastmasters meeting I went to was like 10 years ago. And it's really good to be back and see really adept speakers here. And really want to say that the only thing is obviously it's too hot for us all. But I think the speeches were very nice and very intellectually stimulating. And I absolutely loved it, and I would love to join Medley.
Thank you, Shalini, for your positive feedback. Any other guests? Wanted to add anything? Yes,
yeah. Hi everyone again. It's been a very nice meeting, except it's been very hot and happening today. But anyway, I really liked the meeting. Similarly to her experience, I've also attended a lot of Toastmasters meetings before, and it's nice to attend. This is my first Chennai's first club that I'm attending, and it's really nice to see all the people here, and it was a pretty good lunch also before. And while I loved everything, the one suggestion I think I might give is, given that the word of the day is adapt and then people use it, I personally felt that whenever people used it, I think giving a thumbs up would kind of do the job, but like clapping in between would actually throw me off if I were to speak on stage. So I think we could maybe do that instead. But apart from that, I really loved all the speeches, and I loved meeting everyone. Yeah.
Thank you for your suggestion. Clapping will definitely encourage. Anybody else wanted to add anything? Okay. Before I announce the results, I have some announcement. Next week we have our Area C3 contest. It is happening in PayPal. I hope many of you have registered. I wanted more Medleyians to come and encourage 4 of our contestants are competing the area contest. Toastmaster Jagan, Distinguished Toastmaster Guru, Toastmaster Jayashri and Toastmaster Bharat. I wanted all the members to come and attend the contest and encourage our contestants from our club. And one more announcement is regarding the week after that. The last week of October, we are having a themed meeting on centennial year. As per district's request, we can conduct any themed meeting on centennial year on any of the weeks in October. We have chosen the last week where we have decided to empower all our members, new members through our past leaders. So the entire meeting will be role played by our past leaders, past presidents. So it is going to be great useful for any member. So I request all the members here to not to miss that one specific very important meeting that is going to happen on 26th of October. And may I now request Naren to just add any other information regarding our area contest, we wanted to tell. We have some more time till the results are ready.
Good evening everyone once again. So as you all know, the Area C3 contest is happening on October 19th in PayPal Sholingalli. And as our presiding officer, Toastmaster Pravda said, we have 4 of our club members contesting in this Area C3 contest. And the most important thing is that we need to give our contestants from our club and from other clubs as well an audience to perform to. Of course, there will be role players and other contestants as well, but we will be very small in number. So if there are more people attending as spectators or as guests, I think it will be helpful for our contestants to have an audience to perform to. So that is the first main thing that I wanted to mention. So let's give them an audience. And the second thing is that this is a chance for us to network with other clubs as well, because there are other clubs in this area. In fact, only after this area, after I started organizing this area contest, I know about the other clubs in this same area, Area C3. So that was a good learning for me. And now I am working with other members from other clubs as well. So this is a good experience for me. I'm pretty sure that this sort of a networking experience would be helpful to other Toastmasters as well, just like you who are starting off on the journey, and even for those who are well accomplished. So both from people who are attending and from the contestants' perspective, if more people attend this contest, it will be really helpful for both of them. So I would encourage everyone who have not yet registered to please register for this event. The registration closes by tomorrow. We'll be closing it at 9 p.m. So please make sure that you register by then. And also, we will also encourage guests as well to join this event. I mean, the people who have not yet joined any Toastmasters club to also come out and check out the event. You may get some ideas. Thank you.
The winners for today's contest, best speaker goes to Toastmaster Hema. Best TV speaker goes to Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas. Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Jayashree. Best tag role player goes to grammarian Toastmaster Amanda. The best role player goes to PG Master Toastmaster Priya. Thank you, and with the sounds of this gavel, I adjourn meeting number 8. Meeting is officially adjourned, and we then is it okay if we have a 15 minutes Christmas session only for the members?
Off and down.